What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Gas McNasty here, and we're going to be playing the Spell Brigade. We haven't played this in quite a while. We're going to be doing an outfit unlock for the Wizard King. So what we have to do for this, we have to kill enemies with our Resurrection Beam, which I don't see us getting that one. We have unlocked 2 additional resurrections, so we're going to be attempting some of it. But what we're going to try and do here is deal 1500 damage using the sulfur geysers. So that is in the second map. We're going to go ahead and select that one. We'll do basic, and we don't want to hit ourselves, so alright, let's hop right into it. We'll be focusing on baiting the enemies into the geysers. These things right here. To the left anyways. I don't think that's going to be a huge problem. I think that did 252 damage, if I'm not mistaken. Alright, definitely going to start out with the XP gain. It is a big win for when you first start a round. The character does start with a magic missile. It goes through enemies, so that's really cool. Now we've got a big geyser here. Let's see if we can get that. Okay, so that was my damage that was done. Okay. We're still doing like 98 per hit, so I don't think this is going to be a hard challenge at all. Oh, nice. Base critical damage by 50%. Yes, please. Let's try and get them over here. There we go. That's some good damage there. Ooh, forgot about the ice messing you up. Let's see what weapon we get here in just a second. What do we got? Oh, we don't actually get it till the next level. Okay. Oh, cast speed for sure. That's a fantastic upgrade. Alright, let's circle back here. So we have 4 resurrections, so whenever we get to a point to where there's a lot of enemies on screen, we are going to try and take ourselves out. Alright, kill that guy. And do some damage here. I think the falling stars is a really cool one. Let's go ahead and go with that. There's an evolution to where it causes an explosion when it lands, and I think that's really great for crowd control. We got a geyser over here. Let's see if we can get these guys over here. Actually, we're killing them relatively quick, so I don't think we're gonna damage anything there. Alright, we're gonna do cast speed. I always feel like that's the best thing you can do is cast speed. Alright, so we got some balls here. We need to get to the extraction site. Let's see if we can nab some of these enemies over here in this geyser. There we go. Yeah, that was a lot simpler than I thought it was going to be. There's 1 out of 5. 2 out of 5. Didn't think that was going to go in and count, but it did. It should have one over here on the right, I'm assuming. Yeah. Alright, definitely want cast speed. That's awesome. Oh, we went the wrong way. Look at us. I need to get off this ice. I am not coordinated at all. We're definitely taking damage here. Yeah, might as well get the challenge done. Hey, what do we get? What do we get? Give me something good. Oh, we definitely want that one. Yeah, falling stars exploding is exactly what I was talking about earlier. crowd control is going to be way easier now. Definitely going to take these spell cast speed. In my last video on Rotato, I talked about a game called Book Shooter. The only reason I'm hesitant about that, yes, cast speed 100%. The only reason I'm hesitant about that is because I like to move around. I find it really interesting. Now, from what I've seen on the game, the upgrade system is very in-depth. You can have a lot of different builds. Just want to make sure that'd be something that would be entertaining for all the viewers of the channel. I may test it out and see, you know, but it may be something I just play and I don't really record it. I don't know. Definitely going cast speed. I don't even know what hit me just then. You gotta go, buddy. Come on, hit the big guy. What are y'all doing? We'll take the spell damage just to get our first upgrade. What kind of element are we getting here? I always go with lightning. Lightning is way better in my opinion. The dark element can potentially turn the enemies against each other. In my experience, I have not seen that happen very often, so I tend to stay away from the dark element. Oh, we do need to die so we can revive. We have 4 revives, so we definitely need to stay on top of that. Let's do crit chance here. Let's go ahead and die. What are we gonna get? We'll take spell damage for the falling stars. Alright, let's see how many we can kill here. Not many at all. We're gonna like 5. Okay. So that's a challenge that I'm gonna have to work on. In runs that I don't put on YouTube. Maybe once we get to the final one, we can revisit that. So, all right, take the XP gain. We're gonna go ahead and wait just a bit so we have a lot more enemies on the screen. That way we can make a little bit more progress. I think the geysers are really cool. Alright, what are we doing? Phantom Blades, Hex Bombs, really cool. Or Rune Burst. I think we're gonna go with Rune Burst. Just have more stuff shooting out in different directions, so. Ooh. What do we got? Let's go seal the rift. Go ahead and take this potion for now. This one's straightforward. Literally just stay inside the circle. Let's do cast speed. Kind of hoping we get something really good for the falling stars again. Got us a magnet there. Okay. More projectiles. That one aims at the enemy with the most health. Yeah, let's do falling stars. It already has the AoE effect, or the exploding effect when it's landing. So yeah, I like that. Alright, we don't need that. We'll do spell damage, I guess. Go ahead and get this magnet. Alright. We'll do base damage. See if we can find any relics. I haven't seen any yet. Don't know if I'm gonna be able to squeeze through there. Alright, we got our mean trees again. So they're going down really fast, so. Spell range for that one's not bad. It does have a pretty short range, to be honest. Get out of here, bro. Leave me alone. Alright, we'll do cast speed. So now, once we get probably at the halfway point, we'll start with trying to kill some people with our revive aura. Let's take the damage for the stars. The cast speed for everything is awesome. We'll just take the weapon upgrade and spell damage there. Should be getting a challenge here soon too. Yes, more cast speed for our falling stars. Definitely want that. So far this run's going according to plan. We've already unlocked the skin. Basically we're just getting through it now, and we're going to try and get as many enemies killed with the resurrection that we can. Alright, what's our last weapon? I think we're gonna go Moonerang. Yeah, we're gonna do that. I always like the Moonerang. So we have a bunch of projectiles coming out of us, and then the falling stars. So a bunch of individual projectiles, which is really cool. Let's get this magnet. Let's see if we can get an element added to our rune burst. Yeah, after this next challenge we're gonna intentionally die. Cast speed. Alright, well, we got pretty lucky. It just spawned right next to us. All we have to do on this one is just kill enemies inside of this little area. It's almost completed. Oh, we got hit, which we're gonna die anyway, so. Let's see, we're halfway through. We can take the experience, I think. Yeah. Alright, what do we got here? Oh yeah, we definitely want more projectiles. So now we should have 3 falling at once. That's awesome. Alright, let's go ahead and take us a death here and cast speed. For our rune burst, what element we're gonna add? We got acid. Let's just keep going with lightning. Alright. Alright, we're gonna die intentionally here. Hopefully we can get a few enemies. Alright, spell damage for rune burst. We'll take that. Alright guys, come on, take me out. I'd really like to get over here and get these guys. Oh, we're gonna get nothing. We got 2. I thought I could go through that, but evidently you cannot. I'm gonna try and get that group up there if I can. I'm gonna die again intentionally. We'll take the epic upgrade. Why not? Actually, they're dying out. Take the explosion damage here and then try to get them. Come back, come back. Alright, we got a few more here. Maybe we got like 6 kills out of that. Falling star damage, we'll take that. Definitely going with the cast speed. Let's see what we can get for our element for the falling stars. Yeah, I think we're just going to go with acid. It can add elemental damage. It'll increase elemental damage from my understanding. Let's go ahead and get us our last death in. Maybe we can get lucky and take out these guys to the right. We were not. We got maybe 2. That's okay. Cast speed. Yes. And if you see down at the bottom right there, you do have a timer on your resurrection. So I don't know if it's a timer or however many enemies you take out. I definitely want cast speed here. But it will reset, so it just takes a little time. So potentially we could have one more resurrection and see if we can get a couple more kills. Probably should have waited till we were this crowded anyway. Let's do falling stars damage. Alright, we'll do range for the moon ring. Further out it goes, the more enemies it hits. Yeah, we'll do that again. I feel like we missed a challenge, but we haven't yet. Let's say the next one's going to be the stones. Let's destroy the statues. That's what I feel. Alright, we're gonna go spell damage. I know cast speed's better, but that was an epic upgrade, so. No, I was wrong. Seal the rift. Okay. Let's go ahead and get some move speed. I think that could be helpful. A little derpy walk. Reminds me of like a side duck or something. Alright, we'll do cast speed here and get an element for our moon ring. Yeah, we'll do lightning. Lightning for everything. See how nimbly I evaded that? That was crazy. Professional status right there. Okay. I feel like that one is lackluster, really. We're still getting the explosion damage. Let's get an extra projectile with our rune burst. Yeah. Plus it's not as linear, like up and down or left and right. So actually have a more of a pattern to it. Got two legendaries. We got armor and spell damage. We're gonna go with the spell damage. Now we do have a resurrection, so I think we're gonna use it right here and get some, hopefully get some good numbers. I think we'll go to the right over there. What do we got? Cast speed, we're definitely taking that. Alright, let's see about this resurrection. Let's get these guys to the right. There we go. We got a couple maybe. The resurrection really doesn't do a lot of damage, which is... yeah, I assume something like that would be way more powerful. Alright, let's do cast speed. I'm gonna pick up this magnet. We'll do falling stars. I'd like to max that one out if possible. Moon rings up there too, so we'll keep doing that. Don't have much of a choice. We took out our rerolls on our meta progression for 2 extra revives. Falling stars, really want to upgrade that one to get it maxed out. I wouldn't mind getting fire with that, creating plasma. Alright, we'll take the skill upgrade. Kind of cornered our stuff down here. We can make it out. There we go. Let's circle back up and around. Alright, well, cast speed for falling stars. The angry forest is here. Alright, cast speed. Did not realize I was gonna get hit there. Alright, we have one more upgrade before we can max out the... not really max out, you can get more upgrades for it, but add our second element to it. For the falling stars anyways. There we go. What do we get here? Well, we could do flux. Let's do flux. More elemental damage. Made a mistake there, but it's okay. Yes, we'll do cast speed. I figured the geyser challenge would be way more than 1400, but it's pretty simple. I'm all about it. Let's work on maxing out a second skill. I know that damage was enticing, but it's okay. What do we got here? Maybe we can get Moonerang before the boss gets here. That's got lightning, so I would like to get fire with that one, or ice to slow enemies down. Alright, what do we got? Alright, we're just going with double lightning. Not a fan of dark. We do have a revive we could use. Let's do that. Cast speed. Magic missile, maybe we can get that up there. Oh, they're all going up here to the boss. Alright, spell range. I am gonna die, but I want some more enemies to be spawning in. We got Krogwa, the bloated one. Alright. Go ahead and max out magic missile. What are we gonna get? Looks like we're gonna have more thunder. Alright. I'm gonna let some enemies pile up a little bit. Spell range, I guess. I doubt we're gonna be able to die again. We're gonna try though. Spell range. Let's just keep walking into them. Maybe we can take out some of those guys up there. I don't know. There's no enemies, man. Alright, let's see. Let's see if we can get something here. Probably 2 to the right. That's about it. We'll do cast speed. Can't get nothing. One. Got one enemy. We're supposed to get 400. Yeah, that's gonna take a while. Go ahead and pick up these potions. We don't have a revive anymore. Krogwa. See, if you guys are really old like me, you'll know the Trogdor reference. The internet sensation back in the early 2000s. He was a dragon. Was a man. Was a dragon man. Oh god, don't judge me, please. Well, you can. It's fine. There you got us a magnet. doubt we'll be able to max it out. We'll try. Yeah, not looking like we're gonna be able to. I think we need 2 more level ups. But that's okay. We got 3 out of 4 weapons maxed out. What do we got here? Nope. We'll do cast speed for falling stars. Go on, bud. Little jumpy attack, just throw up chasing me. You're nasty, bro. It's over. See you later. There we go. Alright, so let's check out that outfit we just got. The Nutcracker King. Having a hand crank is all fun and games until you find yourself having to ask your colleagues to wind you up 6 to 8 times a day. That's cool. He's just carrying around a big walnut. There's the original. We've unlocked this one. And there we go. Does it even adds like the Nutcracker mouthpiece. Ah, pretty cool. That's gonna be it for this one, guys. We were only able to get, well, we got a significant, we got 30 kills, it says, because we had like 14 before. So not terrible. But like I said, that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed coming back to play the Spell Brigade. If you made it to the end of the video, just know that you're greatly appreciated. Thank you so much. If you could do me a huge favor, like and subscribe. It really helps out the channel more than you know. Until next time, take it easy.